now we're way out in the country. This is the province of Guangxi. Guangxi is known as one of the poorest provinces in China. And you'll see that everyone has 3-story single-family homes. You got to get over the idea that China is a poor country. It's not a poor country at all. There's an orange grove. As I said, they all grow their own food. So the cost of living is very, very low. They produce goods for the big cities like Shenzhen, as well as their own food, and they save a lot of money. See, they're not hovels. They're huge family, single-family homes. Those are paper trees up there. Water treatment plant. The tunnel here. Again, at 150 miles an hour, these are significant tunnels. The New York Penn Station railway tunnel is about as long as this tunnel right here. And in America, they were going to estimate it at $1.4 billion to build. That's the huge difference. This tunnel did not cost $1.4 billion to build. China has a more even distribution of wealth. State projects like these tunnels, the workers get a higher percentage of the overall cost than in American projects. And the overall cost is half or less of what it costs in America to do the same infrastructure project. Just look at how long these tunnels are. Always amazes me how many of these tunnels there are in this route, one route. How many thousands of kilometers they have of these rails, high-speed rails. And how much better America would be if we had these high-speed rails all across our nation. miles an hour. These last two tunnels are the equivalent of going from one side of New York City to the other. Farming corn and rice, vegetables. On the hillside is paper trees, bamboo. All the cows here are grass-fed. Everything we buy at the grocery store is from these small farms, small independent farmers. Another tunnel. Without infrastructure, America has nowhere to grow. So why isn't America building this? Is it because we don't have the skilled labor to do it? Is it just because the way our government is set up, contractors rape our government for too much money on every project? Is it because the legal battles to get rights of way are impossible because our justice system is broken? Is it all of these things? The whole point is, we're behind. Other people have a better way of life because their government invests in their infrastructure, constantly updating the way people move around, constantly updating the parks, the greenery, the road systems, the cycleways, the walkways. There are more parks in Shenzhen than there are in all of New York City. security is a huge issue for quality of life. They've solved it. We still have it. In China, there were no terrorist attacks for the last 5 years. They had extremist religious people, but they stopped them. Now there's no terrorist attacks. There's no guns here. So life is safe. Again, don't think this video is anti-American. It's simply telling you what American news is not telling you. China's not a poor country. China's not a poorly run country. And there's a lot to be said for a country that hasn't been at war since 1979, and how much they can budget towards improving the quality of life of their people. All of these are paper trees. Those are grave sites. Those are orange trees. Those are rice paddies and lotus root patties. So this is rural China. Looks pretty poor, huh? Just kidding. Single family homes. Everybody has big single family homes. Everybody has big plots of land to grow on. Orange groves. Orange groves. Peas. Of course, lots of rice. Making plywood. Orange groves. This is a good place to stop it before I hit that 15-minute time limit of